I'm gonna love you.
Alright, welcome back YouTube to another episode of Call of Duty World War II Veteran Walkthrough, mission number 6. Again, if you are new to this channel, I just want to clarify that these are things that I do or what I did to pass this mission on Veteran. So if you want to, change some things up, you are welcome to, but then again, these things won't always work for everyone, but I'm still just throwing it out there just in case. But without further ado, let's get started. So, this is the beginning of the mission, and there's this cutscene, okay? After this cutscene, you're just gonna straight out run. I don't think you can really die, as you can see, like, this was my first take. And then this is what happened. I just make it over to the phone, and then that should be it. I skipped, obviously, the cutscene, but we should now move on to the tank. Alright, so this is now just a little bit forward when you take possession of the tank. I'm not really gonna do much talking here because I can't really tell you exactly where they're gonna be coming from, but I can give you some tips. The first tip is try to have the subtitles on, because you can most likely your comrades are gonna tell you that there's people in this building and so forth. So just a heads up on that. It really helps out a lot. Another recommendation is just to kind of shoot any building that you kind of go across, like for example just on like something forward from you, I guess. Another tip would be to just move up a little forward, and then if you get shot, then you just reload the checkpoint, and then you'll know what to expect. Like for example, in this building right here, there's no one there. I even shot it and everything, and then all of a sudden some more random crots happen to come out of there. So that's why it's a little hard to kind of say. It's okay to get shot, don't worry. Like, you don't have to go with full health when you fight the tanks. You can still do it. Just try to stay anywhere from like 80% or higher. Try not to go anything lower than that. It shouldn't be too bad, but like I said, just use the checkpoints to kind of go back. Like just use them to your advantage, and then we'll be back when we start fighting the tanks.
Launcher, punching left off! What's your location? Inbound! Pushing through resistance on our west flank! Over! Hurry up, Perez! Over and out! Rapture, first platoon's taking heavy fire! Alright, get the lead out! Rapture, slow down! I can't see you! Got eyes on the cathedral! We're almost there! Panzer, right side, right side!
Alright, so now this is where the first tank comes out, and in case if you don't know, you shoot them in the back, and then these blue ones actually take just 2 shots, okay, to the back, and then they're done. Right here, I believe I messed up. Maybe I could have just stayed there and waited for him, but then again, this is what I want to try to clarify. Just when you come to this part, just have fun, just try out new things. You don't get a checkpoint, so you should be fine. The little tip for this is just try going in circles and then have him following you. So like that, when you're going in the circle, you can just kind of cut through some parts, and then you'll be able to shoot him in the back. And by that I mean, like say for example he's following you, and then you find like a little shortcut where like you can see him and just shoot him there. That's kind of what I mean. But again, there's like 2 shots, and then that's it for them. And then like I mentioned, this is where the checkpoint comes in. So like I said, just have fun, try something new, but try not to take a lot of damage. In case if you do, then that's when you just reload the checkpoint and just continue to see what works best for you. So this is where the Tiger pops out. The Tiger here takes actually 3 shots, okay? I believe the first thing you want to do is just kind of turn back and start heading the other way, because if you take a right, you know, he's going to start shooting you. Like right there, he's still shooting me. So, you know, it wasn't the best idea. And then next you know it, there's another blue tank over here. So this is kind of where it gets kind of a little hard. But this is where you just want to, I guess, pay attention to what I do. Again, we're still using the circle method here. I would recommend try taking out one first, okay? Again, you get a checkpoint, so here I should have cut in. Again, don't use your machine gun because it won't work on them right here. See, you can actually destroy some of the buildings, so don't be afraid of that. And then, like I said, just get into like a circle and just start following them there. They'll actually let you know where they're at, so just be careful here. I would recommend not doing this right there. If I were you, I would have just gone back. Again, I did something that I just went balls out. But here, I'm still playing around with them. I'm going in circles. Like, I know they're there and stuff, so right there, I believe, or maybe it might just be 2 shots. Okay, just the whole point is try to go for 1. Just again, have them follow you. See right there, he might have had his back to me, but I couldn't tell because the little thing that shoots was facing the other way. So right there, you know, as you can tell, I mess up a lot. Okay, so don't think, you know, that you can't do this and stuff like that. It just kind of takes some time. Honestly, it didn't even take me that long. You can do this. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do this. Because I'm usually terrible when it comes to vehicle missions, okay? Especially tanks. I hate tanks because, you know, I always get confused when I'm going left or right. But this one wasn't half bad. Again, like I said, mentioned before as well. Just go in circles and then just try to find like a good angle where you can shoot him. Like right here, like this was a good angle, except I just missed, so I was kind of pissed at myself. But just keep on doing stuff like this, and then eventually you will take him down. Trust me. After this point, if you at least come up, I believe they might give you some extra health. I'm not too sure, but after this, it should be a lot easy. So don't worry about it. Plus, you got the checkpoint. So once you are used to doing something like, for example, going in circles, you'll kind of find it a lot easier. So don't worry about it, and we'll get back. I'll get back to you next to the next part once we are done with the tank. So just kind of try to follow what I do.
Lost visual on the enemy. Gotta find him. We're in their sights. We gotta move. Shot ricochet. Fire on his sides. Shot didn't connect. Right in the breach. Armor down. Move up the hill where the Tiger came in. Theater should be over the rise.
Dagwood 127 to Villain. We can't hold out much longer.
Villain to Dagwood 127. Raption is down. It's just us now. We're on our way.
Alright, so once you are done with the tank, basically you're going to go up this little hill, and then from here on, you're just going to keep on finding a couple soldiers on the ground, okay? You don't have to be shooting the buildings, they'll just be right there. Plus, they'll even mark them for you, so don't worry about that. There's going to be 2 sets of them. So there's the first one, and then once you kind of turn the corner, there's another one right there. And I believe there might be one guy on top of the little building, but then that should be it, if anything. And then here, this part isn't too bad either. I would say focus first on the tank. Again, he just takes 2 shots. Take him down, and then just after that, go for all the vehicles. Okay, I think the vehicles are the ones that are doing the most damage to you. And then right there, just focus on the remaining soldiers. Again, another vehicle should pop out, and then this is where the kind of like the weird part comes. So there's a few of the soldiers with the bazookas right there, and then just kind of shoot randomly. I wouldn't recommend getting off there, but if you can't see anything, then just kind of, you know, go down the little hill, and then just kind of like A little tip is try seeing where some of the bullets are being shot from, and then just kind of shoot whatever. Again, try using your machine gun again because they are very helpful. And then once you're clear with those, they will tell you it's all clear, and then we're gonna go back to Daniels. Alright, so once we are done with the tank little section, now we are back on our feet. You know, I'll tell you this right now, it's going to be a long mission. So just expect, you know, some time on this. It should be somewhat fairly easy. I honestly barely even died. But anyways, up ahead from here, this is where the first out of the 3 heroic actions are going to pop out. Basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to go over here. And they're going to tell you, you know, it's too quiet, blah, 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 you know, the usual. And then you guys are going to be getting shot by an MG. So what you want to do is stick to the cars and then just stack behind them. And then this one is actually the one that's going to go down. So hopefully you throw a better smoke grenade than I did. Because as you can tell, that was really terrible. And then just pull them over next to the car. Again, right here, my smoke grenade was horrible. But it, you know, it worked. It didn't get me killed. So anyways, if you press forward, you take a right, there should be a few enemies here, so do not go all the way inside. But basically you'll get the marker where to go. If you don't know where to actually go, throw a couple grenades in there, and then just again, don't push forward until you hear your teammates say it's clear. If they don't say it's not clear, then it means someone must have still been alive. And then of course there's some ammo in there, and then this is where you're gonna have to use the bazooka or panzerker, whatever it's called. Alright, so you are going to need the Panzerker bazooka later on as well, but you can't switch it, okay? Just there will be more spots where you can get it, so just to clarify that. And basically, when you want to shoot the launcher, make sure you stay back, okay? Because you will take damage if you are pretty close. Once you make a hole, there should be a few enemies right there expecting you. And then also, there should be some by the corner of the building, so just be careful on that. Just be careful when you go outside, as you can see right there. Again, I can't clarify that they're gonna be there for you exactly. You know, they'll be somewhere around there, but maybe not in the same position. Just to clarify that. And then take these 2 guys down, and then if you press forward after that, 2 more should pop out. So just be careful. Have your weapon aiming already. And the same thing. Once you take these 2 down, what's it called? They are gonna be some more around the building right there, like on top of the building. Basically it's like a destroyed building, so they're just gonna be up there, and just make sure you take them down, and then we'll move on to the next part from right there.
Enemy troops!
Okay, we're clear. Stay alert.
There she is, boy.
Alright, so this is right after the cutscene where they tell you to look at the hotel. Basically just follow your teammates and they're gonna take you up there. And then this is the next part where you gotta use the launcher again. And like I mentioned before, if you by any chance traded the Panzerker, there is another one right there waiting for you, just in case if you don't have it. There's some health packs there as well. And again, you want to stay back again because you can take some damage off of it. So just be careful, and then do not press forward because there's going to be a couple of enemies there waiting for you. So then just kind of stay back. Again, I'm going to kind of just let it play out to see, because again, like I mentioned before, just because they're on, you know, on top doesn't mean they're going to be on the bottom for you. So just heads up on that. And then just only move forward until they tell you that it's clear, which they will end up telling you. So just heads up on that, and then just kind of do what you got to do.
There's more! Find cover! Daniel, grenades and smokes! Clear! Rally up over here.
Hey, Daniels, I have smokes and grenades!
Alright, so once you are done with all those enemies right there, you are going to have to go through this door, and then this is where the second out of the third heroic action is for this mission. Basically, Private Rogers is going to go up first, and then after that, you're going to go up behind him. I think he might actually be the one that gets down, okay? So just heads up here, you should get a checkpoint here, so you should be pretty good, but you got to be pretty quick with this, because if you don't do it really quickly, you know, he will kill him. So he's gonna be right there, so just make sure you take him down, and then there will be a couple few ones. Again, if you did not rescue him, it should pop out on top, heroic action, but if it didn't, then just reload the checkpoint and you should be pretty good. Over here, I would recommend going to the left, because you'll see exactly what I do. Basically, there's gonna be one dude here, and then you can basically flank the rest of them. Just be careful with the guy with the shotgun, okay? For some reason, he had really... Look, at right there, you saw the bullet flying. But he has some really good-ass range. What you want to do is just... If you have Pearson available, make sure you use him, his ability at least. And just always be checking, like, your corners right there. Again, right here, you'll see to the left, some guy was hiding. And I only saw him only due to the ability from Pearson. Right here, turning the corner, there should be a few enemies coming, so just be careful. If you have grenades, then just throw a few of them. And then basically, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually head over straight over there. As you'll see right now, I don't quite make it all the way. I actually get stuck right here, but, you know, try not to do that, because you'll get shot. What you want to do is you want to get on top, and then you'll basically be on their same level. And then this is where you just take them down. Make sure there's like basically two doorways, and just try to take them all down first in one side, and then kind of move on to the other one, kind of like what I'm doing right now. They won't actually tell you it's clear, or unless, you know, there was a little glitch, because I actually had to move forward until everyone started moving, and basically just take them down. And if you don't hear your teammates shooting, then that's when you kind of move up. And then this is more of a just what do you call it? I guess after this, there's no more fighting until like the next part, and you'll see exactly where it is. All right, so this is after they're gonna tell you to push the truck. Basically, once again, this is the last time you're gonna need to do this. This is where they're gonna tell you to pick up the Panzerker and shoot that wall. And then this is the weird part. So they tell you to actually go downstairs and, you know, push through the right here. But I always kept on getting shot, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try something else. And actually, what I ended up doing is I actually ended up going straight ahead, and then I actually ended up going up the stairs, and you'll see how it's a lot easier too. So if you follow the way that I'm doing it, there should be like a couple dudes right here shooting you, and then you actually ended up getting backup. Okay, two of your comrades are gonna come upstairs and help you. And then at this point, it should be pretty easy. You only fight like 3 to 4 people on top, I believe. And it's actually very simple. So I'm pretty sure the other way would have been a lot harder. Or unless, you know, maybe I did something wrong and you found something easier. But this is the way, like I said, that I'm doing it. Again, I'm getting shot from across the other side. So just be careful with this. Make sure you have some health packs. And then there's some ammo right there. And then just keep on going forward. If you want a dolphin dive, by all means, go for it. And then there should be this guy right here that I'm pretty sure this is the guy that was shooting me. So again, as you can see, it's not really that hard. I mean, that was it. That was like it from on top. Basically right here, this is where the 2 MG guys are at. And then again, you can just kind of go behind them. So it's very simple. Right here, I'm just scouting to see what I can see. And then just kind of focus on these guys to your left right here. So if you go where the MGs were at, just focus right here. You can throw a grenade right here. I kind of missed, as you can see. I guess it didn't go through or something. But I will shoot one, or throw a grenade actually, should I say. And then nothing happens. So I kind of missed, and then again, just kind of repeat what I do. Hopefully it works out for you. Again, I throw another grenade, make sure. And then actually, this is where the last heroic action is going to happen, okay? So if you actually go downstairs where you were told, where you were supposed to first go, just be careful with this guy right here. Then just turn to the left, and then here he should be at, and then that should actually be it for this part. So good luck on that. And also just a heads up, you can actually pick up some of their weapons. They do have some couple good ones. So then after this is after the cutscene where you find all the civilians. They're gonna tell you to go pick up the truck that you found at first, you know, the one that you were moving. And then I'll be honest, it's gonna be a little confusing because I'm not really gonna be doing much. Basically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hide behind this giant rock over here. Make sure you pick up the Panzer because it's actually gonna be helpful, I think. So I'm gonna be hiding behind this car, okay? And the first time I did this, I actually ended up getting shot by a rocket launcher from someone in the middle right here, okay? I don't know how that happened. So as you're gonna see right now, I'm gonna end up shooting that middle building with two of the Panzerker bullets. So right there, as you'll see, I'll waste both of them. Again, like I said, I don't know if you have to do this or not. This is just something that I did just so that, you know, that guy with the rocket launcher or the Panzerker does not shoot me again. And you're gonna see that I barely even shoot anything. I'm just trying to see whatever I can, but I'm also trying to stay behind the truck or like the flip that car right there. Again, I guess it's more like a timed fight. Because once you kill a certain amount of these, two of the half tracks are going to show up. And then even though they tell you to kill two of them, I only ended up killing one, as you're going to be able to see in just a little bit. Again, I would just recommend for you to stay in the back and just try to pick off whatever you can. I do end up moving just a little bit right here so I can get some of the guys. But just don't get past, or don't go past the airplane. I do ended up picking up the some more bullets for the Panzer. And I do shoot this guy, like I mentioned earlier, so just take him down, and then if you want, just kind of go back behind the vehicle. And again, I know it's right there in front of my eyes, but at the moment, I didn't really see it. They're telling me to shoot it, but I'm like, where is it? And then, you know, I'm barely noticing right now, so just heads up on that. As you can see, I don't really destroy it. And then, in case if you still have some ammo from the Panzer, just go pick up another weapon somewhere around there if you traded it. And then just go back to the truck, and you should be set for the next part.
On the truck now! You got it running.
Alright, so this is after the cutscene where they're going to tell you to go find the little girl, Anna. Basically, when you open the door right here, there's going to be a German soldier. And, you know, basically, you're going to be pressing a few buttons to take out the gun. And then after that, that's where you got to move the left analog stick and press the button that they tell you. You take this guy down. And then there's going to be another one. So just a heads up on that. And then I'm just going to let it play at this point. We are going to go down to where the little girl is at. And then from there, that's where I'll start talking. Alright, so now this is where we're searching for her, and just to save you time, she is going to be all the way at the end, so don't even bother with all these doors that you're seeing. Basically, just go all the way to the end, and that's where she'll be at, right there. Okay, so then after this is where they're all going to be searching for you. What you want to do here is you actually want to let those two soldiers pass you by. Again, just kind of stay behind those fans, and then just follow as I do, and you should be good, hopefully. Hopefully, I didn't get a glitch or anything. I tried this multiple times, so it was good. Just follow as I do. Press forward, and then you'll see that someone's coming your way, but that soldier's actually going to turn, so just kind of go back. And then from right here, take a right. You should see a guy right there, and you actually want to wait for him to actually move. He's going to move forward, and then from there, you're just going to go straight. I do want to clarify that if you do go straight, some guys will see you from the left, but if you just keep on going fast, then nothing's going to happen. Just go forward and hide actually behind the last barrel, because you'll see a guy coming right there. Just hide right behind it, and then this guy should pass you by. It's kind of weird though, because he's actually looking at you, so it's like, all right, whatever. And then that's when you should have no problem after this, and then this is where you hide in the closet, and this is where the cutscene begins. So, yep. Alright, so this is after the cutscene. Basically, what you want to do now, you have to escape basically. So what you want to do is go on top. Right here, once you are at the door, you actually want to hold up because there are 2 soldiers that are going to pass by. So just wait up. We are going to take this a little slow, okay, until we're at the end. So just heads up on that. Some guys going to run, so just let him. Right here, I would recommend for you to stick to the wall to your left. If you move a little more forward to the right, they'll start kind of noticing you. So just stay there, and then it'll all play out, okay? Like, you'll see these guys, but then they all end up getting taken out. So this guy right there, if he sees you kind of push back like towards the desk, this guy's gonna pass, and then again it all plays out. So just follow as I do. Hopefully it works out. At this point, try to take going to the left and into this room, and those guys that were right there looking at you are gonna eventually die. So that's a good thing. And then here, this is something crazy I did. I just ran, and a few of them were actually looking at me. So just heads up on that if it doesn't work out for you. I apologize. Alright, after you rescue Anna, basically there's going to be a cutscene, and I would recommend not going there where I went. There is actually some more sandbags next to the truck to its left. I would recommend going over there instead. There are 3 dogs that are going to show up. I got a little lucky that Turner was actually helping me out for once, so just heads up on that. There is a couple health packs, a couple enemies are going to pop out, and then again, you will see me actually go to the spot where I was telling you to go. Again, just because they're on my screen, they're popping out to the right, doesn't mean they're always going to be to the right for you. So I'm just going to let this play, and it shouldn't be too bad. I think the flamethrower guy should be the last dude, and they'll tell you it's clear, so yeah.
We clear? Don't quiet, guards clear. Streets clear.
Alright, so after you're done with that, they're going to tell you to go back, to ask, if anyone can drive. And then this is basically where 2 enemies are going to pop out, and this is where you're going to pull out your pistol and you're going to shoot them. Again, you'll see how I missed a bunch of my shots, so it shouldn't be too hard. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Let me know if I should improve on anything, and like always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
They shot up the truck!
Erika! Bitte, Erika! Hör auf!
She's gone.